And one other thing I wanted to ask you about was the bee story with the Shungite and how you found that the frequencies were affecting the bees. And
Sure. Yeah, that started some years ago too, early on, as I was still getting deeper into the metaphysical. So I was still learning about a rock called Shungite. So it's a mineral. I know you two both are aware of it. So understood Shungite, got some in 2016 for the first time. And I was an energy sensitive as well, as really everybody is. You can perceive the energies and frequencies to one degree or another, and it does change. Um, but I got Shungite, held it for the first time, had my aha moment that, wait a minute, literally a rock can change it because it's a frequency thing and energy, change energy around you to where it has an effect on the harmful frequencies.
mm-hmm.
I was an organic beekeeper already, so I thought, well, why not try it out on the bees? Because they're, of course, energy beings that fly around in frequency by frequency. So I took the Shungite out there, put the nuggets down, and I have a video of this. And I'm pretty good with animals, but I'll tell you, on this video I'm talking about, which is on our website, I didn't get the bees, I didn't train them to all go over the Shungite and walk on it. They did it on their own. And it was an aha moment for me. I took 3 Shungite nuggets, put it at the entrance. 90+% of the bees ran on over, and the ones that were coming back in were landing on the Shungite, earthing or grounding. Again, all on their own. And it continued from there. And then I would integrate the Shungite powder into the paint for the exterior of the hive, kind of like a Faraday cage in the military. So when the bees are at home, not flying around in frequencies all the time, they get a little break in there. So it works well for the bees. And then I stopped having what's called colony collapse disorder, which is losses of the bees. Because the bees fly around in that frequency and they hold it around them, and they're never out of it. They don't ever touch the ground usually. They'll land on flowers and things like that. But again, they're high energy beings. So Shungite helps them, again, earth or ground as we would call it.
So they communicate with each other through like frequencies. Is that how you were saying?
Oh yeah, they definitely do that. But also you can say lucid telecommunication. That's just scientific fact. An entity does that. So it depends on multiple levels, just like we do. It's not like we just don't speak verbally. No, we're doing it physically too by body gestures and telepathically. So multiple levels. And
So
as
you
long as
think
we know that.
the bees essentially intuitively realized that they were getting a clear
They felt
signal
it.
once they got on that Shungite.
Yeah, they could feel it.
So interesting. So the Shungite affects only the negative frequencies, but not the bees' communication.
Correct.
That's
Bees
amazing.
literally have a frequency in the love range, 0.1 hertz. This is science, and also a cat's purr. So if you get a cat to purr, not the sound, but the frequency, yeah. And then honeybees' frequency is in that same love range, as we call it. So that's a biocompatible range. Wow. You have that energy around you. I mean, cats are a good idea. It'll help you heal. Medical doctors will give you a prescription device, so you're limited. If you have a broken leg, it'll be a little speaker that just does frequency, not sound. You put it on there, you'll heal up to 400 times faster.
No way.
And the limit use, you don't run around helping everybody else do it. That's the thing. It's been around for a long time. It's frequency, and you don't need a device. You have a device, a tool called heart and imagination. Do what's called heart-brain coherence. Imagine love. Imagine already healed, and that's the energies that will start to flow. You don't need the medical device, and they use it. It's been around for a long time.
Right, but the medical device would tell people, "Hey, this is going to do this," so then they would believe it even more.
Oh yeah,
so
then
like,
they need
but
the
you
device.
don't even need the device. You could just
it's
do
like
it.
structure in your water. Scientifically proven. You can write love on your cup. That water will molecularly and energetically align to you as an entity. So when you drink it, you will absorb 90 or so percent and excrete 10. And if you don't, right out of the tap, drink it. It's the opposite. It's not water anymore. That's a dirty container, water container. So it makes a difference. And I worked with a doctor who she had the CD-ROM. She would put it down, just the CD, not in a player. That's frequency. We'd put it over a beehive. Those frequencies would go across the beehive and affect the bees as well. And that was, there was lots of studies done on that as well. So,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's been done. Just homeopathy. You can focus love on your water. Dr. Emoto did the whole freezing of ice cubes thing. So however it's done, it's all the same thing. Our imagination and emotions affect the reality around us. I choose good reality because you are programming it constantly.
Right.